Hi, today I'm going to read you a book by Judith Viorst called Absolutely Positively Alexander, The Complete Stories. And my name is Barbara Merrell, Mrs. Merrell, and I'm new to Dry Creek. I'm a 5th grade teacher this year, and I really have liked this book over the years. This one is a collection of all 3 of her books about Alexander, and this one is called Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. Let's start reading. At breakfast, Anthony found a Corvette Stingray car in his breakfast cereal box, and Nick found a junior undercover agent code ring in his cereal box. But in my breakfast cereal box, all I found was breakfast cereal. I think I'll move to Australia. In the carpool, Mrs. Gibbons let Becky have a seat by the window. Audrey and Elliot got seats by the window too. I said I was being scrunched. I said I was being smushed. I said, if I don't get a seat by the window, I'm going to be car sick. No one even answered. I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. You guys say it with me next time. At school, Mrs. Dickens liked Paul's picture of a sailboat better than my picture of the invisible castle. At singing time, she said I sang too loud. At counting time, she said I left out 16. Who needs 16? I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. I could tell because Paul said I wasn't his best friend anymore. He said that Philip Parker was his best friend and that Albert Moyo was his second best friend and I was only his third best friend. I hope you sit on a tack, I said to Paul. I hope the next time you get a double-decker strawberry ice cream, the ice cream falls off the cone and lands in Australia. There were 2 cupcakes in Philip Parker's lunch bag, and Albert got a Hershey bar with almonds, and Paul's mother gave him a jelly roll that had little coconut sprinkles on top. Guess whose mother forgot to put in dessert? It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. That's what it was, because after school, my mom took us all to see the dentist, Mr. Fields. Dr. Fields found a cavity in just me. Come back next week and I'll fix it, said Dr. Fields. Next week, I said, I'll be in Australia. On the way downstairs, the elevator closed on my foot. And while we were waiting for my mom to get the car, Anthony made me fall where it was muddy. And then when I started crying because of the mud, Nick said I was a crybaby. And while I was punching Nick for saying crybaby, my mom came back with a car and scolded me for being muddy and fighting. I am having a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day, I said, and no one even answered. So then we went to the shoe store to buy some sneakers. Anthony chose white ones with blue stripes. Nick chose red ones with white stripes. I chose blue ones with red stripes. But then the shoe man said, we're all sold out of those. They made me buy plain old white ones, but they can't make me wear them. When we picked up my father at his office, he said I couldn't play with his copy machine, but I forgot. He also said to watch out for the books on his desk. And I was careful as could be, except for my elbow. And he also said, don't fool around with his phone. But I think I called Australia. My dad says, please don't pick him up anymore. It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. There were lima beans for dinner. I hate lima beans. There was kissing on TV. I hate kissing. My bath was too hot. I got soap in my eyes. My marble went down the drain and I had to wear my railroad pajamas. I hate my railroad pajamas. When I went to bed, Nick took back the pillow he said I could keep, and the Mickey Mouse nightlight burned out, and I bit my tongue. The cat wants to sleep with Anthony and not me. It has been a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Mom says some days are like that, even in Australia. The end. Now, this is what Judy Viorst said about her book. She says, take a look. Have you ever been scrunched or smushed? If you've ever been scolded or picked on, if you've ever thrown a ball and broken a window pane, if you've ever spilled a goldfish bowl on your teacher, if nobody pays attention when you complain, then you're having an absolutely, positively terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. The end. Now, I really love this book because every person is going to have those kind of days. And I've been sad, and I've been mad, and I've been scared, and I've been angry. And it's okay to feel those things because those are our feelings, and they belong to us, and that they're real. But I like to say this. It's okay to visit, but don't move there. Go feel those things, but just kind of shake it off and say, whew, that was a bad day. Tomorrow's going to be better. We're going to have a better day tomorrow. And guess what? There's bad days even in Australia. Thanks for listening.